Everyone knows Halloween Horror Nights is packed with fog and scares, but tonight I'm here to try something even more exciting: the food. From creepy creations to fan favorite bites, I'm here to try every single item at this year's HHN. Let's get started. This first one is interesting. This is the Yum Yum Deviled Eggs. It's coconut panna cotta eggs with pineapple whipped ganache and tahini. Everything about this screams deviled egg. I mean, the look, the texture, sort of the texture, but it's not. Okay. Visually, it's a lot of fun. The tahini looks like the paprika you put on eggs, and it just looks like an egg. I know I said the texture was very egg-like, but when you put it in your mouth, your brain, it's saying like deviled egg, and you bite into it and it's a dessert. It's odd, but the flavor is actually really good. It just caught me off guard because as much as I knew this was supposed to be a dessert, my brain was telling me it was gonna be a deviled egg. This is fun. If you like pina coladas, you're gonna like this. I just think the texture it's hard to tell your brain that that's not a deviled egg. Next up, we have the Pickle Bucket Baked Chicken. This is buffalo chicken dip with crispy fried pickles. Everyone that I've talked to has been raving about this dish, and y'all know me, I'm from Nashville and I don't like Nashville hot chicken. I think it's overrated and overrepresented. We need to bring back buffalo. So I think you just take this and like dip. Okay. That is awesome. I love pickles so much. Like a fried pickle, one of my favorite appetizers. Okay, there's a little spice on the back end. I can see what the hype is though. If this was hot, obviously I have to record and do all that stuff. So a lot of stuff I'll be trying it's been sitting there for a minute. This thing is insane, but be ready for some heat because it is starting to sit in the back of my throat. I feel like that could be a contender for the best bite of the night. At the end of the video, I'll do like we'll do top 3 favorite items from this year's event. Up next, we have the Cram Tots and More. This is thumbs up chili glazed Spam with cheddar tater tot kegs and scallions. I love me a tater tot. Spam, take it or leave it, but love me a tater tot. So I think I'm gonna do that first. It's a big tater tot. Fork for comparison. Okay, let's try it. Oh. It's got like all this cheese right in the middle of it. I said cheesy tots, but I don't think I was expecting that. I can't get over how creamy the inside of this is and the texture on the outside. It's like so crunchy. That's a great tater tot. Let's try the Spam fries. Okay, very salty, which I think is what I think about when I think of Spam. The chili glaze is delicious, and I do think this is like an elevated Spam. I've not had a lot of Spam in my life, so I would assume that this is pretty elevated for Spam. All in all, this is really good. I think as far as the food goes from this booth, we're off to a hot start, but I do have a couple of mocktails that I need to try. The sun has gotten so bright, which is a great segue into the first mocktail. I'm getting hit with radiation. This is Radaway. So Radaway is lemonade with chipotle pineapple and spiced brown sugar syrup in a souvenir Radaway bag. So in Fallout, as you're walking around the wasteland, you accumulate like radiation poisoning. And so Radaway is what you take to get rid of that. It gets the rads away. I'll be honest, I am not really sure how to go about this. I think I just push here. Nope, that is not what you do. It's childproof, hold on. Oh, found it. You unpush, you pull. Whew, I can feel myself healing already. Immediately, I don't get lemonade. I get that brown sugar syrup, and I love brown sugar. I love the taste of brown sugar, like molasses. You get a little lemonade in the background. It's not really spicy. I was worried about that chipotle pineapple, and I don't really get pineapple. I just get that brown sugar, which, for me, big fan. This is really good. And then last up at the Vault 33 booth, we have the Quantum Mocktail. This is, that's a word I don't know. Blue carousel syrup, exotic citrus syrup, simple syrup, and tonic water. What is that first word? Supasawa. It's the best I've got. I don't like that. To me, this just tastes sort of like a watered down blue Powerade. Yeah, it's fine. It's just not my favorite. We have moved over to the Firefly Funhouse booth, or the Horrors of the Wyatt 6 booth. This is for the WWE house this year. Since my mom always told me I had to finish dinner before breakfast, we'll start with the savory item. This is the Huskus Muscle Man Slop. It's a beef sloppy joe with jalapeno bacon, Lay's dill pickle flavored potato chips, cheese sauce on a chocolate almond bun. I grew up eating sloppy joes. I don't know if that's a Southern thing or not, but I think a lot of us probably had sloppy joes growing up. Not once did my mom ever put bacon, cheese, chips, or put it on a chocolate bun. Like, none of those things ever existed for me. But okay, this could be a mess. The bacon looks good. Okay, so I fully expected to not like this. But oddly enough, all the flavors meld really well. And like that little bit of spice cuts through that overly like fattiness that you normally get from sloppy joes. And the chocolate bun, I was worried about the chocolate bun, but you don't really get, it's not overly chocolate. Like you don't get a ton of chocolate when you bite into it. They have somehow found a way to meld all these flavors. This is way better than I expected it to be. So next up, we have the Ramblin' Rabbit Fried Carrot Cake. This is crispy carrot cake with white icing and torn Ramblin' Rabbit cotton candy. The second I saw this, I love carrot cake and I love fried things. Kind of goes hand in hand. I've never had fried carrot cake. I do have a little piece of advice. We'll start off with the cotton candy. I have been filming. Eat the cotton candy quick if you want it, because the humidity down here this was much prettier. The humidity down here in Florida, it doesn't do it any favors. This is a lot harder and a lot not pretty. A lot less pretty. Yeah, that's the way I want to say that than it was when I first got it. That's a good way to break a tooth. I love Halloween Horror Nights so much. That is insanely good. I mean, it is so delicious. It's almost like you take a carrot cake, a really good moist carrot cake, and you turn it into a toaster strudel. Like you put a little frosting on top. I mean, you got everything you want. And I don't know why I was using a fork. It's not like I'm afraid or shy. I can just eat this like, it's perfect. Also, the portion size. It's a lot. I think this is a lot for one person, but it is so good. I mean, you can see like the little chunks of carrot in there. This is like, if this isn't my favorite by the end of the video, I will be absolutely shocked. This is insane. This is a must get at this year's event. And before we move on to the next booth, we have another mocktail. This is the Let Me In mocktail. This is lemon juice, peach puree, simple syrup, and lavender syrup, garnished with a dragon fruit syrup float. So right when I first got this, she was putting that dragon fruit in there and it was sinking to the bottom. And it's all the red. And then throughout the house, spoiler alert, you see like Let Me In written in red. So I'm not really sure on the whole backstory of the Wyatt Six, but I'm guessing that this drink is very on theme. So right off the rip, you get the lemon juice, but then you get hit in the face with peach. And I was expecting like peach knee-high flavors, but it's not that at all. I guess the peach puree is real peach, so it tastes like you're just taking a big bite of a ripe peach. This is pretty good. I would get it again. I'm also excited to see so many mocktails already on the menu because as someone who doesn't necessarily drink alcohol very often, I do like to be able to like partake in like the fun Halloween themed drinks without the alcohol. Okay, so next up we have probably what is the most controversial item that has ever come to Halloween Horror Nights. These are the Twisted Tater Chips. So for years, as long as I can remember, we have had twisted taters at the event, which is just like a potato on a stick, deep fried. This year they went a different direction. They decided to just make them chips. But the problem is, twisted taters have always been like, they're like that quintessential, they're the icon of food for Halloween Horror Nights. You've got twisted taters and pizza fries. Like those are the most iconic eats you can have at Halloween Horror Nights. So this change, it's not been the most popular change, but I'm here to see if it's a good change or not. So at this point, I am not sure which one this is. It'll probably be up on the screen. I'll have B-roll and I'll know by the time that I start this, but let's try it. That has no flavor. Like I can't taste it at all. It just tastes like a slightly burnt potato chip. Luckily there's two flavors, so maybe this one will tell me what that one was. Okay. I like this flavor. This is the ranch and vinegar. So the other one was the spicy cheddar. To be honest, I've had the spicy cheddar before tonight, and they actually had flavor on them. They tasted like cheddar. They did not taste like this at all. But what I will say is, this flavor is much better. The ranch and vinegar is actually like, it's really, really good. So now the question is, are they better than twisted taters? My biggest complaint with twisted taters was always that they were soggy, or they tended to be soggy. Because I've had them at other theme parks, like the Potato Tornado in Dollywood, and it was crispy. But sometimes at HHN, you would get a twisted tater and it'd be like, just be too potatoey. Was this the fix that I wanted? No, it wasn't. I just wanted a crispy potato on a stick. I like the stick. Like these are great. These are really good. I'm glad that they were like trying to innovate. That's how we got the twisted tater. They were innovating. But I think I want to go back to the stick. I want to go back so bad that I'm going to do it right now. I brought chopsticks. This is my petition. That didn't work. All right, we got one on there. That's good enough. This is my petition to bring back the twisted taters on a stick. That's better. That's better. All in all, if you like potato chips, that's exactly what this is. They're pretty good. It's like a kettle cooked chip. If I was going to get a flavor, I would get the ranch and vinegar. The ranch and vinegar is delicious. If they do bring back the twisted taters on a stick, I want the ranch and vinegar to be a staple. So up next, we've headed over to the Cursed Carnival food booth, which is for the Terrifier. And over there, he has a Death by Cheese Stick, which is a giant hand-breaded mozzarella cheese stick with spicy marinara sauce. I'll be honest, I spent a lot of time recording, so I'm hoping there is a cheese pull here. I don't have a lot of hope, but hey, that's pretty good for how long I was recording. I had this thing fresh the other day, and the cheese pull was like godly, like heaven tier. It just kept going. Could have used it as nunchucks. It's great. But anyways, I love a cheese stick. Let's give it a try. Sans marinara and then some with marinara. That just takes me back to any like cheese stick that you ever had. It's a good cheese stick. There's a lot of crunch there. The breading is heavy. The cheese is abundant. But when they say spicy marinara, I do get slightly worried. I feel like I didn't get a lot of marinara. I feel like they kind of shorted me of marinara. It's spicy. It's spicy. But seriously, a mozzarella stick is just a fried piece of cheese. What is there to hate? If you like cheese sticks, this is a no-brainer. Next up, we have what I think might be the funniest named item at this year's event. This is the freakishly long corn dog. It's a foot-long Nathan's hot dog, hand-dipped, fried, and topped with jalapeno ranch and crispy bacon bits. Pretty long. Whatever, I don't care. We're just gonna eat it, and this will probably be a meme somewhere of me eating this thing, but it's fine. It's fine. I like corn dogs. I don't love corn dogs. The jalapeno ranch is actually really good. I've never had jalapeno ranch on a corn dog. If you like corn dogs, yeah, you can get this. The line at this booth is crazy long. I don't know if it's for the corn dog or the mozzarella stick. I need to sit there for a minute and see which one is selling. But for whatever reason, one of these two is like a big hit. I'm gonna guess that it's the mozzarella stick. Because of the two, that's what I like more. This is good, especially if you like corn dogs. I'm just not the biggest corn dog fan. But I'd get it again. It is freakishly long. Art the Clown isn't done with us just yet. Right next door, you have another food booth, which is the Clown Cafe, or the Terrifier food booth. Here, there's quite a bit of food, and I'm starting out with the Clown Cafe Bloody Popcorn. This is crispy popcorn chicken with pepperoni, marinara blood sauce, and spiced Parmesan. This reminds me a little bit of a dish that we had back, it's been like 2 years ago, the Chucky chicken, and I think there was popcorn over there as well. It's like they just threw it all into one bucket. I've never had marinara and popcorn. Seems odd. But Art is just a silly guy. Yeah, so the chicken is just like chicken parm. Everybody loves chicken parm. It's really good. The popcorn's just popcorn. I thought there'd be more of the marinara sauce, fusing this all together. But from what I'm seeing, I'm digging around trying to find it. It really feels like it's just marinara chicken inside of popcorn, and they're not really cohesive by themselves. Both fine. It's Universal's popcorn, which is always good, and then it's marinara. It's chicken parm, which no one hates. There is a little bit of spice, but just chicken parmesan. So if you like chicken parm, get this. So next up, we have the Abracadabra Sunflower Glasses. These are 2 sunflower sugar cookies with chocolate and blood splatter. If you've been through the house, or if you've seen Art around, you'll be very familiar with the little sunflower glasses. Like I said, he's just a silly little guy who likes to kill people. But just a silly little guy. But these are his iconic glasses. My thumbnail for the Halloween Horror Nights walkthrough features his glasses. But let's give these a try. Oh, I broke them. He would be upset. Sugar cookie feels almost like a stretch. I would like that blood is so staining. I would liken this more to a shortbread than a sugar cookie. Because if you eat just the cookie, just the cookie itself, it's very shortbready and not really sweet. But if you get a bite with the chocolate, the chocolate that's in the middle and all this stuff, it's really good. But there isn't a lot of this. I'll be honest, this is the biggest dollop of the chocolate that I've seen out of anybody that's gotten these. So this one's actually good. But I wouldn't call this a sugar cookie. I would call it a shortbread, and I don't mind shortbread. I was just expecting an overly sweet sugar cookie. This is gonna be one of your fun Instagrammable items. It is good, especially when you get that chocolate, like I said. Just be careful because the blood splatter, it stains. Next up, we have the Sienna's Burnt Angel Wings. These are crispy wings with spicy bourbon glaze. The first thing I noticed when we got this is they are heavy. I mean, like, listen to this drop. I probably got sauce all over me. These wings, they look great. Hefty, but great. I'm gonna try to deconstruct one of these so I don't have to hold the whole thing. Yeah, they are fresh because that just burnt my mouth. My mouth hurts. So first note is sweet. They are very sweet as far as like a wing. I was expecting a little more spicy because when you have a house or an IP that's like terrifying, like they're a slasher, they're a murderer, they generally go like with the hot route, like the marinara sauce. That's just what they do at Halloween Horror Nights. It's part of the theme. I don't know if it was like the black pepper sprinkles that were all on it or whatever, but I fully expected spicy, and it's way more sweet than spicy, but they are really good. I think these are some of the best wings that I've ever had at Halloween Horror Nights or at Universal in general. And wrapping up the Clown Cafe food booth, we have the Clown Cafe juice. This is orange juice, cranberry juice, and sparkling apple cider. I don't know the song, like I was gonna try to reenact it. The Clown Cafe, the Clown Cafe. It's very catchy in the house. I woke up singing it at one point. It is very catchy and very in your head. Art's just a silly guy, but let's try this. That's actually pretty good. It's not as sweet as I thought it would be. And then the rosemary. I love rosemary. I love the smell of rosemary. I love cooking with rosemary. I once had a rosemary bush at my house. It died really quickly, like very quick, like a week. I had it for a week, but that week was one of the best weeks of my life. Used rosemary in almost everything. Aside from the Rad Away, I think this is my favorite mocktail that I've had tonight. So over at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, there is pizza that literally has spaghetti on it. And I was gonna go there next, but I'm so excited / intrigued and worried about that one. I'm gonna save it for last because I think it'll be fun. Next up, we've made our way back to the DreamWorks Imagination Cafe where you can get your pizza fries. They actually have two options this year. They have the classic pizza fries and the vegan pizza fries. So, if you haven't noticed, my shirt is a representation of all like the holy trinity of Halloween Horror Nights food. And with the potatoes that we saw earlier tonight, the Twisted Tater chips, 2 of the 3 of these are gone. The only thing left standing is pizza fries. So this year we have said goodbye to not only Twisted Taters, but also Blinky Cups. If we ever have to say goodbye to these bad boys, I'm gonna cry. But up first, we are going to do the classic pizza fries. These are French fries topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and sausage. When you think about Halloween Horror Nights, if pizza fries don't at least come into your mind, you've probably never been before. Pizza fries are like the top of the HHN food chain, 100%. Got that good cheese pull. Oh, I love pizza fries. Before coming to Halloween Horror Nights, I don't think that I would have ever said that pizza and french fries have become synonymous with Halloween for me. But because of these right here, they are. Is it the best thing you'll ever eat? No. But do you have to get it every time you come to Halloween Horror Nights? Absolutely. Like, a night is not complete without pizza fries. It's good, it's gooey, it's french fries with pepperoni, mozzarella. It can't be bad. This right here just completes any night at HHN. Because the food and beverage team here at Universal does such a good job at making sure everyone has something to eat, They have also introduced vegan pizza fries. So these are French fries topped with marinara sauce with vegan cheese, vegan pepperoni, and sausage crumbles. Vegan sausage crumbles, obviously. So I have had the vegan pizza tots over at Green Eggs and Ham. They're really good, so I expect nothing less of these. Now, they aren't the normal pizza fries, but like I said, pizza fries are a staple for Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm glad that there's an option for everyone that comes because you have to have pizza fries when you come to HHN. I would get both of these again. Obviously, for me, I'm going to get the classic pizza fries, but if you are a vegan, this is a great option. Enjoy your night. So we made our way back to the El Artista, a Spanish haunting food booth. There are a lot of great things here that I cannot wait to try. So up first we have the grilled gambas al ajillo. I hope I did that correctly, but it is garlic grilled shrimp on a crunchy baguette. This looks great. It looks really good. I love me like a little char on my baguette. I don't know if I'm supposed to cut this, but we don't have time for that, or the manners. The little charred flavor on that baguette is beautiful. It is so good, and then the shrimp is cooked perfectly. It's not tough. Sometimes when you get shrimp in a theme park, it's overcooked. This is not that at all, and there is a decent amount of spice here. This is wonderful. There's a lot of like butter on this baguette too. I'm just a bread. I love bread. I'm just a bread girly. And this is fantastic. Next up, we have the pan con tomate. This is crunchy grilled garlic bread smeared with tomato pulp and grated manchego cheese. So, before we get started here, I have to say something. It's like a public service announcement. I've had a lot of people come up to me and be like, hey, I got served a cold tomato grilled cheese thing back there at the El Artista booth. It's supposed to be cold, guys. This dish is served cold. I have had this one before, and it did shock me a little bit because I didn't know. And then I looked into it, and it is supposed to be cold. But once again, it's on that buttery charred baguette. You know it's going to be good. The crunch on a hot night like tonight, I don't know why, but that colder bite right there, it is so good. If you like dipping your grilled cheese in tomato soup, you are going to love this. And the last food item we have here is the Artist Palette. This is crispy granulated sugar churros with dulce de leche, raspberry jam, and Bavarian cream paint. So they just got like the three like little paint things to dip your churro in. I do think it would have been fun if this would have been on a, what's that thing that an artist hold? You know what I'm talking about, like the thing. Let me know in the comments. It's the thing where the paint goes. Guys, it's called a palette. It's in the name. Regardless, I wish this was in the shape of an actual palette. Let's just try the churros. Let's try a churro by itself. It's pretty good. It's better than Universal's normal churro. I do not like Universal's normal churros, but this is like soft. Most of the time when you get a churro, it's hard. I'm just gonna be honest, it is stale. But this one is not stale at all. All right, so let's just dip in each of them. Like I said, this is a Bavarian cream, a raspberry jam, and a dulce de leche. Let's go with raspberry cream because that will be my least favorite. When I'm eating something with sugar, I don't want healthy fruit. There's nothing to hate here. This is just a good churro. If you want a churro in the park, get this. Don't get the Universal churro. I'm sorry, Universal, but the churros, they need work, and these should be the new goal. Over here at the El Artista booth, they also have a mocktail, and I've been told that this might be the best mocktail at the event by a friend. This is the No Booze Brew. Relax Zero Sauvignon Blanc, lime juice, pineapple juice, and strawberry syrup. Now, when I ordered this, something happened to me that has never happened to me before. I got ID'd for a mocktail. They said there could be trace amounts of alcohol, so they have to ID you. Just something to keep in mind if you want to pick this up. But let's give it a try. I like what this thing's putting down. This tastes like brunch in a cup. I am not the biggest fan of wine, but this does have that wine taste, but it's very subtle. Like, it is very subtle, but the strawberry really shines through. I think my friend might be right. I think this might be the best mocktail that I've had tonight, and possibly at the event. I don't know if there's any more that I haven't tried, but so far, this one's my new favorite. I was about to head to the next booth and I realized that I was about to skip one of the most important items for the event, at least for me, because it's a crepe. Now, there is a little bit of discrepancy of whether this is a Halloween Horror Nights crepe or an AP crepe. They're calling it an AP crepe, but it's red color. I'm going to call it an HHN crepe, and I'm going to enjoy it for this video. So this is at Central Park Crepes, and this is the Chipotle Braised Pork Crepe. It's Chipotle Braised Pork, cilantro rice, caramelized onions, and spicy lemon salsa. I love the crepes at Central Park Crepe so much. Anytime there's a new crepe, I'm gonna have it. And so when I saw one that was red, yeah, that's Halloween enough for me. I am having trouble. Whatever. So, when I first saw the ingredients in this crepe, I was not sure what I would think about the lemon salsa. However, it does balance out that like Chipotle pork. I think it's a really good addition. When you bite into it, you don't expect the rice, but the rice plays really well. And I love cilantro in absolutely anything. The only thing I think that it's missing is I would love for there to be a little bit more of a sauce. Like the salsa just isn't enough. So with the crepe, you are going to have to look around a little bit because it is not on the menu. You're just gonna have to ask for it. So that is probably why I missed it initially. I always compare stuff to the brisket crepe because that is like the top. That is the goal when you create a crepe. Is this as good as the brisket crepe? No, but I do think it's really good. Now, the problem is they did ask me for my annual pass when I got it, so I do think that this is just an annual pass crepe or an AP crepe. So you might have to have an annual pass to get it. But if you're an annual pass holder, I think you should try it. There's a lot of meat in here. It is going to be filling. This is enough food to get you through an entire night of HHN. Up next, there were a couple of other items that I somehow missed over in New York. So there's two food booths there that are open during the day. You have 57 Fair, which for Halloween Horror Nights turns into 57 Scare. And over there you have a returning favorite. This is the Pizza Skull. It's pepperoni and cheese stuffed pizza skull. What is there not to love about this little guy? Let's get a little cross section here. Oh yeah, that looks great. That is full of stuff. Let's take a bite. If you're a kid who grew up loving pizza rolls, you're gonna love this. It is just a heavily themed pizza roll. That's fun. And then over at the other booth, you have, during the day, it's Avenue Eats, but for Halloween Horror Nights, it is Avenue Bites. And there they have the African lentil coffin. This is an African lentil and potato sambusa coffin. They had this little treat, I would say a couple years ago, and my brother absolutely loved it. Like I bet he had 15 of these, and he was only here for like a week. So I'm glad to see it back. I'll have to let him know that this exists again. It's as good as I remember. With him eating it so often, obviously, I shared it with him. It's got a little bit of spice, but everything goes together well. This feels like a fall dish. It's got like that herbiness and all that you look for in the fall. I love this thing. This is a must get. So the next booth we've moved on to is the Dolls Let's Play Dead food booth. This is, of course, for the house, Dolls Let's Play Dead. And the first thing we are going to start off with is becoming a classic at Halloween Horror Nights, kind of like the pizza fries. It just hasn't quite earned its stripes. This is the Mom Cut the Crust Off PB&J. It's a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich, hot maple syrup, and chili flakes. This thing has changed names almost every single year. They put it at different booths, but it's the same thing. It is an Uncrustable with some maple syrup and chili flake. I believe one year it was honey instead of maple syrup, but essentially the exact same thing. Uncrustables are fantastic, by the way. And before I eat this, in case you're wondering, we're in Springfield where the Roman chainsaw horde is. The only thing that really scares me at HHN is chainsaws, so I'm gonna be on the lookout the entire time. The entire time. Do you know what Uncrustables are good at? Just about everything, including absorbing some oil. This thing is somewhat greasy, but it is so good. I would have never thought to put like pepper flake on, or chili flake on top of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but that balance of sweet and then spicy, and then like a little bit of saltiness from it being fried is just such a good combination. I really understand why this keeps coming back year after year and why it's one of the most popular items at Halloween Horror Nights. And so also at this booth, they have some chicken tendies. They are calling them the Temper Tantrum Tendies. The first one I'm gonna try is the Mesquite Barbecue Ranch with a bourbon barbecue dip. So essentially, these are they're just chicken tenders. Tendies, if you will. I am so nervous, Steve. Now, when I first got these, I thought they were just like their normal chicken tenders, but as you look at them, you can see that there's like, they're fried in some sort of seasoning. They almost look like a Cool Ranch Dorito. And it did say that they were ranch, so maybe that's exactly what they are. Let's try them without dipping first. Not a Cool Ranch Dorito. I'll try a little bit bigger one. That one came across as a little dry. I'll try a bigger one. I hate that. Just to see, and I'll dip it. No. I do not like that bourbon barbecue dip. I thought it was going to be the same sauce as there was at Terrifier, like on the wings. It is way too sweet to be the sauce that is at Terrifier. And also the chicken tenders, they're kind of dry, especially these. The ones I'm going to try next look a little bit better. They look like they were like tossed around in sauce, but these right here, for me, they're not great. I would skip these. So next up, we have the garlic parmesan with spicy marinara sauce. They're really loving this spicy marinara sauce at this year. I'm going to try it without the spicy marinara sauce first. That is a much better tender. It is not nearly as dry as the other ones. And the flavor is pretty good. It does have, it's like a garlic parmesan wing. As I would have assumed, it is the same marinara, so it is hot. If I was gonna get chicken tenders, I would get the Parmesan ones. They are much better, much more moist, and like they're a lot juicier. But to be honest, I would probably just skip both of these and get the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because this thing's the real deal. So I know early on in the video, I said I almost never do alcohol. I generally let myself have like one alcoholic drink per season, maybe a couple. And this year, I have decided to go with this one. This is the Toy Box Cider. It is Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey, lime juice, cinnamon, ginger, and black sugar syrups with sparkling apple cider and gummy bear garnish. If you want me to be honest, the gummy bears are what sold me. I love a gummy bear. Yeah, that's about it. You can advertise to me very easily. That's actually it's actually really good. It is very sweet. I thought it'd be way too cinnamony, and I was worried because heartburn after eating all day and then drinking a big glass of cinnamon. But this is actually pretty nice. Listen, I don't know how to talk about alcohol. It's just a good drink if you like sweet drinks. If you like a not sweet drink, this is not for you. If you are like me and the only alcohol that you will allow to go into your body has sugar in it, yeah, you're gonna love this. All right, also in this area, over by Animal Actors, the tents that are right out there, you have your next food booth, which is the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane booth. And over here, they have some stuff that, when the weather's like this, I'm not exactly too excited to eat it, but I have heard nothing but great things about it. Another returning fan favorite are the walking tacos, and they have two different ones. We're gonna start off with the Tostitos Birria Beef Walking Taco. This is birria beef with Tostitos, salsa verde, red onions, scallions, and consomme. It is a lot of chainsaws. So the walking tacos, another fan favorite. The walking tacos remind me of UT football games because you could get like basically this exact same thing at a Tennessee football game. But let's give them a shot. I kind of see what the hype's about. The birria beef is actually like a great addition because when you have this with just the ground beef, I wasn't the biggest fan. I know a lot of people liked it. It just wasn't for me, but the birria makes this so good. It's moist. It's got a lot of flavor, and the chips, even though I've been sitting here recording, have stayed crispy. This is great. And next up, we have the Fritos Vegan Walking Taco. This is vegan chorizo crumble with Fritos, salsa verde, and cilantro. I am also a bigger fan of Fritos than I am of like any other kind of tortilla chip. I love Fritos. Fritos pie, so good. So the salsa that's in here, it doesn't say it in the description, but it looks like it has some mango in it, and that mango balances out like the spiciness of the vegan chorizo. I don't know if I can pick a favorite between these two. I know that I'm not vegan, but even though this is a vegan option, I think this one's really good. I like the flavors a lot, and once again, it may just be my favoritism towards Fritos themselves. Next, we have the Flaming Hot Birria Ramen. This is tender birria beef on ramen noodles in a flaming hot birria consomme broth with shaved onions, scallions, and flaming hot Cheetos. You know those moments where you just look at a dish and you go, why? Why would you put those things together? Birria and flaming hot Cheetos, that's a big why for me. Also ramen in Orlando in September when it is 5,000 degrees, that's a choice. But here I am, you know. I will try to get a little bit of everything. The Flamin' Hot Cheetos look interesting in the broth. Like they look like a lot. Why is that good? The food and beverage team here at Universal never cease to amaze me. Hot Cheetos, something I don't even like, should go with birria. Like a hot Cheetos consomme makes sense. But this is so good, and it is spicy. This might be the spiciest thing I've had all night. It's that deep spice that really sits in your chest. Like I said, I don't necessarily want ramen when it's this hot, but come like October on those chilly nights we get here at the event, I feel like this is a must get, and it is a ton of food. It is just an explosion of flavors. Like, there is so much going on in that, and none of it makes sense. Like, none of it makes sense on paper, but it makes sense in this bowl. This is delicious. This has shocked me. Like, this has no business being this good, and it has no business living in my head. But after tonight, this will live in my head rent-free. It is good. I am running out of steam very fast. And lucky for us, there's only 5 items at the food booth back here. I don't know if y'all can tell I'm being sarcastic. 5 items is a lot. But we've made our way back here to the Jason Universe food booth, and up first we're gonna try the spiral sausage. This is a merguez style spicy grilled pork sausage with bloody harissa barbecue sauce. They have something very similar to this over at Epic Universe. I think it's in Burke. It's got like a harissa barbecue sauce on it as well, so I kind of expect this to be very similar. The sausage, like I said, it's not exactly like I remember at Epic. I think their harissa here is a little bit sweeter, kind of like everything else has been tonight. I think this is a pass for me. It's not that it's that bad. It's just a sausage. And I mean, maybe that's what you want. Maybe like you're like, hey, you know what I really want? A sausage. And this is probably the best choice for you at HHN this year. But for me, I don't think I'd get it again. Next up, we have the Camp Bloody S'mores. This is toasted chocolate almond bread with ganache, marshmallows, cinnamon cereal, and blood splatter. Lots of blood splatter on the dishes at this year's event. Last year's big item was that marshmallow, the s'more, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Everyone wanted it for Instagram, and it was actually a really good s'more. So when they announced another s'more this year, I was excited. However, I did not realize it was going to be on a piece of bread. So that's interesting. That'll be the first time I've ever had a s'more on a piece of bread. Okay, I have some thoughts. One, the ratio is just a little bit off. Like, the bread is good. This tastes like the bread that they have at Twosomes. I'm pretty sure this is like the chocolate bread that they have at Twosomes. However, it needs more ganache and it needs more marshmallow because the bread just overtakes all of it. And like, because the bread overtakes it so much, you don't really even taste the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is like one of the best cereals of all time. As excited for this as I was a little disappointed. It needs more like of the wet stuff. It needs more marshmallow cream and it needs more ganache because the bread draws it out a little bit. It's cone. We're not doing that. We're not bringing that back. Yeah. So next up, we have elotes. So we have 2 different kinds. This first one is fire grilled corn on a husk with a choice of cojita cheese and tahini or flaming hot Cheetos. This first one is the cojita cheese and tahini. Let's do this. Shockingly, I really enjoyed that bite. This is actually really good. Now, I love Mexican street corn, so this is like right up my alley, and it has so much of the cojita cheese. I guess that's what's all over it. I don't know if that's what's like binding on there. Is it mayo? What is it? It doesn't say, does it? No, it just says cojita cheese. Maybe it's just cojita cheese, but it is covered in that stuff. Like, they do not skimp on whatever it is that's all on the outside. And now we have the exact same thing, except in spicy Cheeto version. I don't know what the obsession is with spicy Cheetos. Flamin' hot Cheetos, sorry. They are not my favorite thing. However, they were good in the ramen, so we're gonna give it a shot. Am I getting my mind changed about Flamin' hot Cheetos on the spot? I really like this one, and I like this one even better. And I have always said I do not like Flamin' hot Cheetos, but the 2 dishes that I've had with it in there tonight, I've thoroughly enjoyed. Like, as much as I would recommend this one, This is so much better. And we're finishing off the Jason Food Booth with a mocktail. This is the Blood Orange Mocha. This is cold brew concentrate, chocolate, toasted marshmallow, and blood orange syrups with a schmallow topping and chocolate drizzle. It is 1:30 in the morning and I'm about to drink some concentrated coffee. That is very smart. I expected to hate that. I'm not one of these people that likes orange and chocolate. I do not like orange and chocolate at all. I think it is a terrible combination. But luckily, the orange is so subtle in this, like I don't even taste a hint of orange. This just tastes like a chocolate mocha, like, I was gonna say Frappuccino, but it's not as good as a Frappuccino, but it kind of just tastes like a coffee with chocolate mocha sauce or something like that. It's not like, no orange whatsoever. So if you're afraid of orange, or if you're like me and you don't like orange, this isn't bad. If you like that chocolate orange flavor, you are going to be disappointed with this because it's basically non-existent. If it wasn't 1:30 in the morning, I think I'd finish this, but I don't want to be up all night. So I'll just take one more sip and we'll move on. And last but not least, we have made our way over to Louie's Pizza, which is no longer Louie's for Halloween Horror Nights. It is Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Inside they didn't do too much to transform it. It does still look a lot like Louie's. There is a photo op and the menu is different. Other than that, it's your same old Louie's. But the menu is interesting. Up first we have the Mike Eggs Benedict. I did the ellipses there. It's Eggs Benedict sandwich with Canadian bacon, egg, American cheese, and a hollandaise sauce. At first glance, this looks like your everyday McDonald's McMuffin. I can't really tell that much of a difference, and I do love a McMuffin, so let's see how this one is. McDonald's McMuffin, it's not bad. It's not a McDonald's McMuffin. However, I do think that because this event runs until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, this is a perfect addition. You can get you a really early start to breakfast. Now we're going to be having what is just titled Cupcake. This is a chocolate cupcake, raspberry insert, cannoli cream filling, and a mascarpone buttercream icing. So probably the most Instagrammable item at this year's event is this cupcake. I mean, the first picture I saw of a food item at this event was this cupcake. This is, of course, I think his name's Mr. Cupcake from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's the one that runs around and bites people. And actually on the inside of this thing, there is a raspberry filling that I can only assume is supposed to be the blood of his victims. I believe you should probably eat this with like a knife and fork, but I'm just gonna bite him the way that he bites people. This is an awful idea. Okay, I probably shouldn't have taken a bite of it like that, because this thing is like, it is going. It was good. Oh my, it is a disaster. I need to get into the middle of it. Okay, so I got a bite with everything. You would have think as big of a bite as I took, I'd have gotten everything, but I didn't get close. There is a lot of frosting on this. I like this. I would just prefer it without the raspberry, to be honest. I just want that like Walmart style cupcake. So unfortunately, I got the mocktail, and it should have been mocktails. There are supposed to be 2, but tonight they did not have the Chica's like sour mocktail. It's the green one, but I did get this one. And this is the Foxy's Strawberry Soda. It is strawberry, cupcake, and exotic citric syrups with Seagram's Club Soda. So at Premium Scream, One of the only mocktails that I tried was actually the Chica's sour drink, and it was pretty good. I hate that I'm not gonna have it in the video. So technically, I guess I didn't have everything. I had everything minus one thing. Sorry, but let's give this a try. Foxy's Hook tried to get me in the nose while I was drinking that. Yeah, this is, I'll be honest, this is too much strawberry for me, but I do want to try the little gummy thing. I gotta fish that thing out. Yeah, let's try that. That's the best part of the drink. Of the two things, I would get the Chica drink. I think the sour drink is much better. This one is just overly sweet and overly like strawberry. I like strawberry. I just don't like I don't like strawberry ice cream, and I don't like strawberry smoothies. So this isn't for me, but if you like strawberry, you're gonna love this. Yeah, that is a pizza with meatballs and spaghetti. This is like Olive Garden on a plate. Here goes nothing. I do not expect to like this at all. There is no world where that should be good. And I think my new favorite topping on a pizza is spaghetti. It's so good. And the bread, or the crust, I guess here, it's like a breadstick. This honestly tastes like you took an Olive Garden breadstick and you just put spaghetti on it and then a meatball, and you just got that one delicious bite. This is insane. And then like I guess they bake the spaghetti after it's on the pizza. So it's like got a little crunch to it. It's like al dente pasta. This has like completely shocked me. This is 100% a must get anytime you're at the event. All right, and there you have it. We have eaten everything at this year's Halloween Horror Nights. My top 3 bites of the night. This is gonna be hard, and I don't know if there's any order, but number 1 is going to be that deep fried carrot cake. That thing is delicious, and I will have that a ton of times throughout the event. Number 2, shockingly, is going to be the pizza. I like that way more than I ever thought I would. I know it looks weird, but you have to try it. And number 3, I think it's the pickles with the buffalo dip. That thing was delicious, and I could eat it on repeat, especially when you get it fresh. All right, guys, I do a ton of food reviews on this channel. If you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see a walkthrough of all 10 houses from this year's Halloween Horror Nights, make sure to click on this video right up here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.